Yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Alan today here bringing you another video today, and today guys we're going to be going over the top 5 supports currently in the month of September 2018. We're going to be going over them and I'm going to be telling you who I think are the top 5 supports. Real quick, I want to say that this is completely an opinion based upon me and my stream chat. If you guys want to be a part of these top 5s, only thing I do is show up to the stream and we debate about them. Next one that we're going to do is the attackers, so that is the next top 5 that we are going to do is the attacker units. So if you guys want to be a part of that, want to be in the conversation and debate about it, you can come over there, and that's how I make these top 5s. Now with all that being said, let's get right into it. Now real quick, I want to say that all of the units in this video will have a link in the description, either to a review that I trust and I believe is a good review, like either Nightwolf Menace's review, or to the game.jp site on the Japanese Grand Summoners like game site. It will be either to that or to Nightwolf's review or one of my showcases. So if I haven't did one of these units, expect a Nightwolf review or a Game JP showcase or a Game JP review. So whichever the case may be, let's get right into number 5. So coming in at number 5 is Courtney. I know, right? It's crazy. She just came out in global. This is on the Japanese website right now, currently in the Grand Summoner forums. There's no one that actually posted anything about it, so I can't link it or actually look at it from there. So yeah, this is from the Japanese, not forums, but the Japanese game site for Grand Summoners. So here she is, Courtney. Now why did I pick Courtney as number 5? Personally, okay, support and healers, let me just say this real quick. Let me actually just say this before I actually go any further. A support character, in my opinion, is a character that buffs up the team, heals the team, or does any of the above. Like I said, it buffs up the team. It makes the team better by buffing up their abilities and make them be able to achieve stuff that they wouldn't be able to achieve by themselves, and being able to heal the team or something of the sort. And we have Courtney. So that's kind of the whole, I guess, philosophy behind the top 5 supports. So just keep that in mind as we're going through this. So Courtney just recently came out on global with Zorg. She is one of the newest awoken units. Let me just say that Courtney will probably not be in the top 5 for too long, because once we get other units, she's definitely probably going to get knocked out. But I wanted to say that Courtney was number 5. The reason for that is because of her debuff. Her debuff is extremely good. Let's actually talk about it real quick. So what does she do? So what is it? Her skill will buff up everybody's damage by 10% for 6 seconds, which is really good. It's an 8-second cooldown, meaning that you're going to have this skill only down for 2 seconds. So every 8 seconds, you're going to constantly be getting a 10% buff for 6 seconds, and then it's only going to be down for 2 seconds. So that's really good in my opinion. Next is her art. Her art, which is 14,400% dark magic damage. My bad. 10 seconds, enemies all status elements down. Now what? 30% down. Now what this means is that they actually lose resistance to status elements. For example, if you put Courtney on a team with Mira, on top of Mira lowering their burn resistance, it will stack with Courtney's lower resistance, in the sense that the boss will be a lot more tolerable, I guess that's how you say, to fire damage, or the case may be, you know what I mean, for them to get burned, for them to get paralyzed, for them to get whatever the case may be, right? Courtney is going to be able to almost guarantee, not really guarantee, I want to say, but increases the chance by a lot by lowering their resistances to where you can paralyze the boss, where you have a greater chance to paralyze or freeze or faint, whatever the case may be, for that boss, which is really good in my opinion. And then her true art, which is 19,800% dark magic damage, 10 seconds, enemies attack power, defense power 50% down, and break resistance 30% down. I think that's a really strong debuff in my opinion. Being able to debuff the team or debuff the enemy like that, in the sense that literally you're lowering their attack by 50%, you're lowering their defense by 50%, and you're making them more susceptible to break, which is really good. And my personal opinion, I think Courtney's a really solid unit. So yeah, I think she's a really solid unit. Her equipment is also pretty nice too. Max limit break, backup. What the heck is backup? Is that I think it's support. Actually, here, I'll check it real quick. What is backup? Let me check it real. So yeah, so she has a 5-star support slot, which is really good. You're gonna see that a lot on this thing. That's what backup means. So she has 5-star support slot, 5-star magic attack slot, and a 4-star support slot. That's really solid on a support character. So that is why she will be coming in at number 5 on the list. Coming in at number 4 is Kath. Now, I debated this with my stream chat whether to put Kath in number 5 or put her at number 4. We finally agreed on just putting her at number 5. Okay, I get that. Fliz, or whatever the heck it's called. I know, okay? Thanks for turning on the blue screen filter, or the blue light filter. But I decided to put her at 4. The reason for that is I think that she's extremely strong, and she's almost required in any type of rainbow team that you are planning on doing with the 3 elements. By that I mean using fire, water, and earth. I feel like you have to put her on that team because she's going to give your team so many buffs. It's actually absurd how many buffs she's actually going to give your team. So let's talk about it real quick. So if you don't know what Kath does, I haven't did a showcase on her yet, but what she does is she recovers HP with her skill 200 for all allies just instantly, and also art gauge up. I think this is art gauge for herself, if I'm not mistaken, not for everybody. I may be wrong about that though. You know, this is Japanese translation, so I'm not for sure. And it's also done by Google Translate, so definitely not for sure. Her art, you know, is 15,600% light physical damage, light magic damage. For 10 seconds, the entire ally, or all the allies, will not be fearful, mystery. I forgot what this is. I forgot what this is. I actually need to go look at it. Hold on. Let me try to look at it. Okay, so all allies are less likely to flinch, and she will increase all allies' arts damage by 20%. Furthermore, if the enemy is dark attribute, 50% up on extra damage. So that's really good overall. Her break power is pretty solid too at 3,200 with her normal art. Sorry I have to go back to my, to the game to actually see this stuff. It's just sometimes these translations is kind of hard to make out what they actually say. 28,000 is, well, her true art is 28,000% light magic damage. What is it? This is, well, this is pretty much, it is a true art that, would damage the entire team. And for every ally on your team, this is what the buffs will be. She will increase everybody's damage by 30% if you have one of each on your team. If you have one of each element. So if you have fire, water, and earth on your team, like if you're running the 3 Blade Masters with her, you will get a total of a 90% buff with her true art, meaning that you will have a 90% damage buff in total, which is really good. On top of that as well, her skills, not her skills, but her abilities are insane for a rainbow type of unit. So what is her abilities? Her abilities are, if a fire unit is on your team, you will increase their CT speed. I think this is skill CT speed. Yeah, skill CT speed by 60%, and increase their crit damage by 40%. Her water, if a water unit's on her team, she will increase what is it? I think they're debuff resistance or something like that from what it seems. Yeah, I think it's debuff resistance. See, she increased her debuff resistance by 60%, and then arts damage reduction by 25%. So I think that what that is if a water unit gets hit by an art, they will take 25% less damage with her on the team. And also Tree Observer, which I think this is Earth Observer actually on global. What this is Earth attribute units HP get a natural regen of 50 HP per second, and also break power 40% up. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but all of these work really well with the 3 Blade Masters. The Earth Blade Master is a breaker. The water and fire ones are both attackers. So yeah, in my personal opinion, I think Kath is extremely good. You know what I mean? So that is why she comes in number 4, and those are her limit break slots. Unfortunately, she does not have a 5-star support slot, but that's not really too bad because she does have a 5-star magic slot and a 4-star magic attack slot and a 5-star defense slot. And also, if you're going to be running her on the team with with the Blade Masters, you guys shouldn't really have a problem with getting any arts off, to be honest. So that is who comes in at number 4. Number 3, probably to no one's surprise, is Finn. Let me actually make sure that you guys can read it this time. Yeah, you guys can. Okay, cool. So, Finn. Is it a surprise? Really? Finn is an extremely good unit. Even now, before he even gets his awakening, I still put him over the 2 people who have awakenings. You know what I mean? because Finn is amazing. Especially later on whenever he does get his awakening, which he should be the next awakened character, if I'm not mistaken. He should be the next one to get an awakening, I think. But I may be wrong on that, actually. So what does he do, right? His skill increases all allies' arts gauge by 3, and heals 2.5% HP of an ally with the lowest HP. So whoever has the lowest HP, you're going to get healed 2.5% of your HP. Really good. Really solid. I like it. And it's a 7-second cooldown. 7 seconds. Every 7 seconds, you're going to give someone an art gauge, which is absurd. It's so good. It's so good. Then his art increases all allies' equipment CT speed by 20 seconds. By 20% for 20 seconds. This is really good, in my opinion. Also, his abilities are extremely nice for his team. He increases evasion rate for everybody. He also Solitary Soldier. This damages to all enemies increases by 20% when HP is under 50%. Really good. And Human Kill over 3, he's going to do more damage to humans. And also his max limit break slots are extremely good. 5-star physical, 5-star support, and 4-star support. That means you can run like Relic Redeus on him, or his, let's say like the most optimal thing I would feel like would probably be like his true weapon, Lesser Demon Heart, and then probably like Terra's Conjunction or something like that. Or that, yeah, Terra's Conjunction or the other support item which increases damage and gives you art, or gives people the art. This guy, whenever he awakens, is actually absurd. And he should be the next awakening that we should get in Global. Like I said, I may be wrong about that, but even at the current state he's in, he is still a really good support unit, in my opinion. If you don't have either one of the crossover supports, which, surprise, surprise, they will be the next two, Finn is literally the best support that you can get. So, that is Finn. I will link the Nightwolf Menace review in the description below, so you guys come over here and check it out and see what Nightwolf said about him. But yeah, he's an amazing unit, in my opinion. Definitely deserves the number 3 spot on here. Alright, so coming in at the number 2 spot is Mako. So let's get into this. So what does Mako do, right? So this is on the global version. It is going to be different later on once you get the Japanese, or whenever she gets awakened and she becomes her awakened self, which she just gets even better. So let's talk about it. So what does her skill do? Her skill is 1400% light damage physical, increases her own art gauge by 5. Every 9 seconds she's going to do this. Every 9 seconds she's just going to instantly just be like, yo, everybody gets 5 art gauge. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we do. Which is really good in my opinion. Next is Mako Showtime, which is her art. Increases all allies' art gauge by 2, recovers 200 HP for all allies, and increase arts damage by 50% for 9 seconds. Her equipment and max limit break is 5-star support, 5-star healing, and 4-star physical attack. Really solid. Her passive ability is equipment CT speed up level 2. This increases equipment CT speed by 10%, and then HP recovery amount up level 4. This increases own heal amount by 20%, and then Fight Club President reduces physical damage by 30% and reduces duration of flinching. So what this means right here is she's going to take less physical damage, and then if she gets flinched or she starts to flinch, she's not going to be flinched for as long as some other units will. And if you don't know what flinch is, it's whenever your unit gets hit and they kind of stop attacking, or they stop making the action. It's because that's what a flinch is. That's what it is in Grand Summoners. Let me say this. Mako and Usurpa are the 2 fighting units in this game, right? They're the 2, that's the 2 fighting units. The 2 best supports in this game currently that we have. If you do not have Mako or Usurpa, literally, Finn is your best option. So, surprise, surprise, Usurpa is going to be number 1. In my personal opinion, though, does it actually say right here? It actually doesn't say. Mako's art also cleanses. I don't know why it doesn't say this right here, but it cleanses as well. A cleanse, it literally gets rid of all debuffs. So I don't know why I didn't say it right there. But on top of that, though, I think Mako in Usurpa is tied for the number 1 spot. But, I can't do 2 number 1s, so I decided to put Mako in number 2 and then Usurpa for number 1. The only reason why is because Usurpa is brand new. She just came out, so to show some respect to that banner and show some respect to her, I decided to do that. So, with all that being said, I still think Mako is a top tier character. If you have her and you didn't get a Serpa, I wouldn't be stressing it. She's still extremely good, and then she's only going to get better whenever her awakening comes. So yeah, she's still extremely good in my opinion, and I think that in some cases she may be better than a Serpa, then in other cases a Serpa is better than her. So there is that. But with all that being said, let's get on to number 1 spot, which I already told you, a Serpa. Now, a Serpa is insane. Actually, you know what? For this one, we'll go back to my thing. So, number 1 spot, like I was saying, is a Serpa. A Serpa, in my opinion, is an extremely strong unit. If you guys didn't see yesterday, I did the showcase on her. You guys go watch that. But a Serpa is extremely strong. Her art is so good. Her slots are amazing whenever she gets max limit break. 554 is extremely good. 5-star, you know, support, 5-star attack, and then 5-star, well, 5-star physical attack, and then 4-star defense item. Extremely good on her. Means that she can equip Lesser Demon Heart, Relic Prodeus, whatever the case may be, and then make it to where that she literally pretty much has an art all the time. Her art is extremely good. If you ever get her true art off, her true art is also really good, and I don't see why you would ever complain about her being on your team. And I think that she deserves the number 1 spot on this banner, or on this top 5. Like I said, the other one, which would be Mako, I still stand by it where I say that Mako and Serpa is probably tied for number 1, but a Serpa is better than Mako in certain situations, and Mako is better than a Serpa in certain situations. So, with a lot taken into account, we have our number 1 character. Will she stay at number 1? Confidently, I want to say yes, but we don't know. We don't know. You know, for all we know is these ranks can be shaken up within a month or 2, and then we will make a new top 5. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the top 5 supports. Remember, if you guys want to check out any reviews or anything about these units, I will leave them down below in the description. So you just gotta click on the link down below, and then they will take you to the unit, and then you can read the review on them. On the Japanese website, however, just make sure you have Google Translate on so you can translate the website unless you can read kanji. But apart from that, guys, pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Next one is going to be top 5 attackers. That will be coming out later this week, probably, or early next week. So top 5 attackers will be coming next. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully I did enjoy. And I'm out, guys. Peace.